NaNoWriMo progress report. I'm about 5,000 words behind and I am very overexposed right now. Hey, what's up you guys, it's Steph, and ignore the fact that I'm wearing a beanie in the thumbnail and not in the actual video. I tried to film this video yesterday to have it up on Friday, but that didn't work out very well. So instead, today I'm here to update you guys on my NaNoWriMo, which nobody asked for, but I already posted one video about it. We're a little over halfway through the month when this video goes up, so I thought I should talk about what I've been doing this month, how I'm working in the challenges that I set for myself and I had my coworker help me set. So let's just talk about that. So at the beginning of the month, I made a video called Coworker Controls My NaNoWriMo, or something along those lines. I honestly forgot what the title is at this point. And it'll be up in the icon and description down below if you do want to check that out before seeing me ramble about what I've been doing with it. So I had 7 prompts. I had him pick a number. He chose number 3. That was an apocalyptic type thing, whether it be zombies or whatever. In my head, I thought, zombies. I'm totally going to do zombies. It's going to be rad. It's going to be great. This is going to turn out fun. You know what I've always wanted to do? Like an apocalypse happening in high school, kind of like one of my favorite books, Sick, by, I can't think of the author at the moment. I've always been fascinated by a zombie apocalypse happening in the middle of being in school. In high school, I actually had that dream of it happening, and there were some hilarious and dark moments. I'm not going to repeat them here, but there were some great moments, and who hasn't had that like, internal thing, like, what happens if, it strikes while I'm at school? I have to survive with all these people. Who am I going to sacrifice first? However, there was a twist. And that twist is that I had to incorporate a talking plant of sorts, a potted plant or something that could talk. That wasn't a problem. I had an idea for that too, how it would tie into this whole zombie apocalypse thing, how it just kind of brought the whole story together, and I was so excited for that twist. So I start writing that story I thought of. I didn't really plan it because when I write, I usually don't plan. I spend a lot more time focusing on, okay, I'm going to start the story and I'm going to see how I feel about these characters, and then if I want to change them, I'll go back and kind of tweak it a bit so that they become better and it becomes a better story. It didn't work for this story. As I'm writing it, I was confident in here's the first page, here's the second page, and this top paragraph. That's what I was confident in. Just that. Otherwise, the rest of this story, as long as I wrote it for like the first 6-ish days, 5 to 6 days, I hated it. And I started going in different inks just so I could tell different days apart, but I was hating the story. I didn't like what was going with it. I didn't like the concept. I didn't like how the characters were feeling. I just hated it. It was horrible. I was not feeling it at all. It was just So I stopped that story and I start kind of thinking of another one, like, okay, what's another thing that could go with apocalypse? You know, a vampire kind of apocalypse would be fun too, and everyone that researches of vampires, everyone's been kind of like, yeah, give me some more vampires that are better than Twilight, you know? So I thought, maybe like a vampire story would be fun. So for about 2 days, less than 2 days, 3 pages I worked on that. It also wasn't going well. I was not feeling it. So I went back to that first story for like a day or two, and yeah, that was fun. Day 7, I was just completely done with those two, with that concept, the whole zombie apocalypse from the school. I was just done. I didn't write on it anymore. Day 7 was the last day. So day 8, I started plotting another one, and I thought, okay, this sounds really cool. It's it's a premise that sounds really cool. It has another apocalypse kind of theme. It takes place after this kind of apocalypse. We have our survivors. We have this big corporation that is not very kind to survivors. So I wrote out a page of just kind of like putting out my thoughts on it, like what it would be. And this is the one, if you follow me on Twitter, I tweeted out that I wrote a bunch of notes while I was at work, and then I left them in my vest. It's fantastic when you need to write stuff out. And then all of the California wildfires that are happening right now. It's stressful, and it really got me thinking. And that's when I completely shifted my story again. So just thinking about the wildfires that are in my home state right now, I just thought it's kind of apocalyptic looking at some of these videos and like seeing some of these photos. It's devastating. It's really like it looks apocalyptic just from people like right in the middle of it. It's scary. It's terrifying, and it inspired me to write around it. Not necessarily writing around the wildfires themselves, but this idea of just like a fire sparking out of nowhere and going out of control. and then I linked it to another concept I sort of had with people having abilities. So you bring those two together, and I've been writing on that for the past week, and I think it's going pretty darn good. I've written over 5,000 words for that one alone. Overall, I've written over 10,000 words, but with this story, I have over 5,000 words written in it. Granted, I do not have a beginning. I just kind of started writing from this idea point that I had, where it was like, well, what if they're trying to escape the fire that's got sparked on accident? And I started from there. I started working with the characters, and these characters just feel right. One, I'll admit, one is a recycled character. One is, I haven't done much with her, but she is a character from something I've written before. And she is this baby Natasha. She's adorable. If you want to go to my Twitter, I'll actually link the post down below, because someone drew her for me, and I love her so much. She's my actual baby, and I can't believe someone took the time out of the day to draw her. Okay, back to this. I incorporated her, and then I wrote a family around her to try and add a dynamic to the story, which I like. I like writing families. Finding out that I really like writing families. Usually I don't write full families, I write relationships, and I write single pairings. And so it's really interesting to start writing this family dynamic of a mom, a dad, and a kid. I'm really enjoying it. I'm finding that I am enjoying it, because it's not something I usually write. I feel like it adds to, like, not the goals, what's the right word to think of? I can't even think of the word. I just feel like it really adds to the story that I'm writing. And it will add an element to this that I'm really loving, because I have the found family, but then to write in an actual family with this found family, I'm really enjoying it. And I've actually taken time with this story. After writing that initial point that started me like, yeah, I'm feeling this concept, I actually plotted out different things about the characters and what they're called. Honestly, it's lame what they're called, but I'm sticking with it until further notice. Like, this whole story, I'm just filing it under Dangerlings. That's the whole, like, working concept right now. I don't have a better title at the moment. I'm sticking with it. It's what these people with these abilities are called. Some are elemental, some are not elemental, and they just kind of wrap around them, and it's something that they're born with, they can't control. It's low-key X-Men vibes, but then we don't have this super genius who's leading us and teaching us how to control our powers. No, it's up to these guys themselves to figure out how to control their powers, and if something goes wrong, I don't know, the government is after them. If they find out that they are Dangerlings, they're wrapped up, swooped up for experiments, they could die. We don't know. But I've actually spent a bit more time plotting this one out, and I think that really helped me get to these 5,000 words within this story that I'm writing. And like I said, overall I have over 10,000. But at this point, it's day 16 as I'm filming this, so I should be about 15,000, 16,000 by now. So I'm behind. I should probably be more than 15,000 or 16,000. I'm behind. So, in my bullet journal, notice the awesome stickers I have. I have been writing down my progress of NaNoWriMo. Whoa, first page. Nailed it. Voted. Anyway, I have been writing down every day because I have been writing in a notebook, like not on the computer. Wonk. It's all in here, baby. Look at my shiny gym badge. Just proof it's all in here. Like, all of it. Every day. Woo! Been writing on the margins how many words per interaction, then when it ends. But let's look at my NaNoWriMo progress report. Ignore the shadow of my phone. Ah, ha ha ha. So, day 1, it was starting out great. We had over 1,000 words each day. Then I started to get lower. Lower. We went back up. It got really bad. And then we started coming back up, and like the other day, I hit my highest word count, the highest word count of all the days, so I was extremely proud of that. And then this was yesterday as of me filming this video, so yesterday I also had over 1,000 words, so we're back up on that 1,000 word streak. I'm hoping I can keep it and not just fall back into the, we're going down in an earlier round. Hopefully I can maintain these good numbers, because we're now on day 16 as of me recording this. By the time it goes up, it'll be day 18. So hopefully I'll have good long lines going across on my little chart here with all the words and stuff. I should have made it longer, but this is where I'm capping it, even though I'm already behind. This is how we're looking, oh boy. As I just showed you in my notes, it started out strong, got a little weaker, but we're picking back up at that strong point again. And like I said, I'm really feeling this. I'm pretty happy with it. Even if I just get a bone structure out of NaNoWriMo. I'll be so happy with this story. And I guess I'll explain more of it and my wrap-up and my kind of wrap-up of NaNoWriMo of what the story really is, because right now it's still working and I'm not fully sure. Like I said, I don't have a beginning. I kind of have an idea where I want this to end. I have an idea of like the middle section. I just don't have a beginning of jumping into it, of really setting the story up. I just have this point of we're in the story now and it's going, and so if I can figure out how to set that beginning, then I might be able to tell you guys what it's really about. But otherwise, that's all I've got for you guys today. I hope you'll enjoy this little update of my NaNoWriMo. Let me know down in the comments how your NaNoWriMo is going. Hopefully it's going good. Hopefully you got some good words down, you got some good characters developed, you got a good story basis. Hopefully you got something. If you want to see that video about NaNoWriMo I talked about with me starting my NaNoWriMo at the beginning of the month, check that video out right here. Pretty fun, I think. I think it's interesting. And if you want to see a different video from my channel, I'll leave that for you right here. If you want to subscribe, my face will be right here, as well as the button down there. You can hit the bell icon to be notified when I post new videos on Mondays and Fridays. And that's all I've got for you guys today. I hope you have a lovely day / night, and I'll see you later.